From the congregation of Jesup Church of God comes this holiday wish. May the blessedness of giving and the goodness of sharing stay with us all long after this holiday season. Merry Christmas from the congregation at Jesup Church of God. Once again, the holiday season is a wonderful time of year for Grimes Insurance to send holiday greetings to all their friends and customers. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Grimes Insurance. The staff at Linens Plus hopes all things bright and beautiful fill the holidays for you as joy and pleasure fill your heart. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Linens Plus.
Dr. Michael Sharkey, a board-certified dermatologist and Mohs surgeon specializing in skin cancer, and Mrs. Heather Nesmith, physician assistant, would like to welcome aboard Mrs. Lindsay Bookhart, physician assistant and MCG graduate. Georgia Dermatology is a general and surgical dermatology practice specializing in the treatment of all types of skin disorders, removal of skin cancer, and Mohs skin cancer surgery. Call today at 427-4267 to set up your appointment with Georgia's premier dermatology and skin cancer specialist. Georgia Dermatology and Skin Cancer Center, with offices in Jesup, Blackshear, and Waycross, or visit them at gadurham.com.
Why spend the holidays running from store to store? You can wrap up your Christmas shopping in one place at Harris Ace Hardware. Great gift ideas you'll find at Harris Ace include Yeti coolers, Custom R sunglasses, and case knives. Plus, you can stock up on day-to-day necessities, including light bulbs, trash bags, air filters, and stuff. When you need a helping hand to make it through the holidays, Ace is your place. And remember, Ace will match or beat any competitor's price on identical items. Harris Ace Hardware in Jesup, Eulonia, and Hinesville.
When further treatment is no longer an option, Hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties for over 13 years. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the only nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our new administrative offices, located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, have opened recently as Phase 1 of our building project. Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak to someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
It's one-stop shopping for your home at Badcock Home Furniture More in Jesup. Badcock offers a full range of furniture, bedding, appliances, electronics, accessories, and floor coverings with the brand names you know and trust. Choose from a product line of more than 4,000 items. And when it comes to financing, Badcock makes it easy by offering you a plan that fits your budget. And be sure to ask about their 0% financing offer for up to 12 months. See Joe and Debbie Paris at Badcock Home Furniture and More, located on Macon Street and Walnut Street in downtown Jesup.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, the City Commissioners met in a special call meeting around 4:30 to discuss board appointments and also discuss leasing of a piece of equipment to help with the removal of the storm debris from Hurricane Matthew. The city's been given permission to burn the debris, but have a 3-month window to complete the burning. Have to have it done by the end of March. For more on the project and leasing of the piece of equipment from Flint Equipment Company down in Brunswick, Georgia, here was Engineer Bill Schumann with the proposal that was approved by the City Commissioners yesterday.
Not norm to that piece of equipment, but when added, then it becomes a very, very versatile piece of equipment, particularly to handle the kind of debris that we've got to burn. Flint Equipment Company in Brunswick has a piece of equipment that we found. It's a 2013 that meets the specs, and they've discounted a rate for us with $80,000 to purchase. I went out on the internet and looked for comparative numbers just to see what this piece of equipment would sell for at other locations, and you can see the 5 that I have there varying from $76,000 up to $89,000. The only 2 that meet the same specifications are the first one and the last one, and one of those is $89,000, one is $88,000. So on the purchase price alone, the piece in Brunswick is cheaper. These others, as you can see the location, obviously there would be significant freight to get them to Jesup. So what the proposal would be is to, as Mike said, is enter into a lease purchase agreement with Flint Equipment and lease it during the 3-month period, of which our understanding is FEMA will reimburse us for the lease, or for 80% of the lease price. And that percentage varies depending on how quick you get the work done. But if we get it done within these 90 days, our understanding is that they will reimburse us 80% of the lease. And if that remains true, and looking at the rate for this piece of equipment that FEMA has established, the rental for that piece of equipment for 900 hours, basically, which is the 300 hours a month, would be $31,500. And if you take that off the purchase price, we should be able to buy the piece of equipment at the end of the lease period for $48,500. Now, and I emphasize these are estimates at this point. You have to understand that dealing with FEMA is not an exact science. Until you get it written down in ink, that's what you've got. So what we would like to get is your approval. We need to move on this thing post haste, because we need to be in position like January 2nd to hit the ground running in order to accomplish this task. If we don't get it burned in the 3-month period, we're going to end up with a lot of material left over. And our only option at that point is to leave it there, assuming EPD will agree to it. And as the new landfill opens, which is about 4 months away, we would have to pick this material up, transport it across the road into the new landfill. So the best option is to go ahead and burn it and get rid of it. Assuming weather cooperates, burning it in that period should not be a problem.
Thinking those comments to Engineer Bill Schuman. Schuman says the city has over 2,000 cubic yards of debris from the storm. Mayor David Earl Keith says they'll stay in constant communication with Congressman Buddy Carter to ensure that the city gets its fair share of a refund from FEMA to help alleviate the city cost in removing the debris. Again, the commissioners approved the leasing of the piece of equipment. Again, after the lease, they should be able to purchase the equipment for a fair price. Board appointments were the big item at the last night's city meeting, as the conversation lasted 90 minutes, as commissioners made many appointments to many boards, but some want an overhaul of the ordinances to make up the boards and their terms. Back with the appointment discussion right after these commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Chad Nesmith from Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Nesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Nesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models, from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or two, tops. All we ask at Nesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price, guaranteed. Only at Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards Brunswick, or visit us online at nesmithnow.com. That's nesmithnow.com, or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
A smile, hug, and maybe a kiss is what you will receive when your loved one opens up their gift of fine jewelry from Crawford Jewelers. Crawford's has been wrapping up Christmas for over 40 years. Let their friendly staff at Crawford's help you select the just right gifts for the special people on your Christmas list. Free gift wrapping, engraving, and ring sizing with purchase. Crawford Jewelers, wishing you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Crawford Jewelers, West Cherry Street, downtown Jesup.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
As we mentioned, City Commissioners met Tuesday afternoon at City Hall. Under old business, once again, a discussion about board appointments, which was tabled from their earlier monthly meeting. Commissioner Nick Harris again says he believes the city should fix a problem that he sees in the fact that he says there's too many members on boards are not qualified or trained, and the city should see to it that they are trained in that area. And the commissioner also says he'd like to just see the ordinance is shaped up and bring up to date. Harris says he just thinks the city attorney and commissioner should have a long work session, go over the city ordinances, and everyone on council will be on the same page when it comes to these board appointments. Councilman Ray House says there isn't a problem, and he was ready to make the appointments to the boards, and he had these comments at the meeting.
Into this. I mean, we're here to make appointments to the board, and I have appointments to make to the board, and I wish to make appointments to these boards. That's here for.
We're here to do whatever it takes to fix the problem.
The only point I was going to make about the grievance committee is, to be honest with you, the employee handbook is going to require some real work, which is, we're not averse to doing it. And it's going to take, I would suggest, the same sort of collaborative process that we've used on the charter stuff. And there's quite frankly some things in here that we're not going to be able to change, because I think it may involve some vested rights, and we talk about those kind of issues when we get through it. So I don't think this is one of these things that come January the 3rd, we're going to be able to fix it.
Right.
I think this is a longer process.
But I think, tell me if I'm wrong, I think that we need to have an ethics committee in case something comes up between now and the time we get that done.
Grievance committee, yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry. We got some
Committees on committees.
I'm sorry, grievance for it, excuse me.
And in the end, Mayor David Earl Keith agreed with Commissioner Nick Harris that they need to sit down and work out the ordinances and get them up to date, but they also agreed that appointments need to be made because that process is going to take longer than have everything ready by January 3rd. So commissioners made board appointments yesterday afternoon, and we'll take up this discussion at their work session at a later date and look to shore up the boards and the members' terms to be more clear on the appointments and the directions of the boards. Here's a rundown of all the appointments made on Tuesday. First, the City Cemetery Board. Members appointed Tuesday: Frank Ross, Eloise Johnson, Raymond Brown, Susan Kerlock, and Ray Hamilton. No one appointed from District 3, as Commissioner Harris again said he was not really prepared to make appointments. He was simply looking to solve what he feels is a problem. On the Ethics Committee, appointments Tuesday: Ken Carlock, Ellen Townsend, Clifford Davis, and Herb Shaw. On the Grievance Committee, William Moore, Alma Gibbs, W.D. Altman, Joe Arati, Lucas Humphrey, and Sarah Joyner. On the Pension Committee, 2 commissioners are on that board. The 2 commissioners appointed on Tuesday: Don Darden and Ray House. On the Planning and Zoning Board, members appointed: Pat Perry, Roger Ricks, Denzel Thomas, W.D. Altman, Herb Shaw, and John Simmons. On the Tree Board, Susan Carlock, Denzel Thomas, Helen Aberly, and Larry Armstrong. On the Tourism Board, the City of Jesup has 3 appointments, and one of their longtime members, Monica Quinn, resigned her position in a letter that was read by Mayor David Earl Keith, who thanked her for many years of service on that board, as she was on that board since '98. He thanked long-term member Geneva Nichols as well. She was on the board when it began over 25 years ago. She was not put back on the board on Tuesday. Several people requested to be on the Tourism Board, and Mayor David Earl Keith says the city is blessed to have so many people willing to serve on that board. The 3 members selected to represent the City of Jesup on Tuesday: current member Will Murphy, reappointed. Other appointments: Juanita Green and Melba Murphy. Those are the City of Jesup's 3 appointments to the Tourism Board. Once again, it was a 90-minute discussion about board appointments, many appointed Tuesday. City looking to examine their city ordinances on boards, try to rewrite the ordinances and bring them up to date. Again, that the majority of the meeting yesterday at City Hall. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Chad Nesmith from Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup. At Nesmith, we have the biggest inventory of new and used vehicles around. We also have the best prices guaranteed. We know everyone wants the best vehicle at the best price. At Nesmith, we'll give you just that. We sell all makes and models, from Lexuses, Nissans, BMWs, and of course all GM and domestic cars too. Best of all, if we don't have the vehicle on the lot you want, we can get it for you in just a day or 2, tops. All we ask at Nesmith is before you buy to give us a chance to save you some money. We will have the best prices and give you the most for your trade guaranteed. So don't pay too much. Come and see us today and let us show you how we can get you into the vehicle you want at the lowest price, guaranteed. Only at Nesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC of Jesup on Highway 341 towards New Brunswick, or visit us online at nesmithnow.com. That's nesmithnow.com, or at 912-427-2045. There ain't nothing wrong with the right price.
It's time to say goodbye to 2016 and hello to the new year, and there's only one place to celebrate. That's at the Pine Forest Country Club New Year's Eve, their New Year's Eve party with the one and only Second Chance Band. The cost $50 a couple for club members, $75 a couple for non-members. The cost includes party favors and champagne at midnight, plus light hors d'oeuvres and breakfast at midnight as well. The band will begin around 8:30 p.m. and will play until the clock strikes 12. You can call the club for advance tickets. The number to call is 427-4625. Get your tickets early. Come ring in the year 2017 with all your friends in the Second Chance Band, which is second to no one. It's New Year's Eve party at the Pine Forest Country Club. Start the year off right with a night of good food, good fellowship, and good music by the Second Chance Band. Again, call today for tickets. Again, the number 427-4625. Make it a happy new year and come celebrate New Year's Eve with the Second Chance Band at the Pine Forest Country Club.
Final notes in news. A Japanese national pled guilty Monday in Superior Court in Glenn County to the May strangling death of 65-year-old Naomi Akers at Akers' home on 3rd Avenue down in Brunswick, Georgia. Ogo Tokamasa entered his plea around noon Monday before Superior Court Judge Stephen Scarlett, who sentenced Tokamasa to life in prison with the possibility of parole and 10 years each on 2 counts of false imprisonment that will run concurrently to the life sentence. 2 counts of false imprisonment due to the fact that he prevented his ex-fiance's parents from leaving their home. Tokamasa speaks little English, so an interpreter was needed in court on Monday. He agreed with the facts laid out in court by Assistant DA Hadley Mann and said he wished to plead guilty. State says that on May 1st, that the defendant went to Naomi Akers' home, and at that time, some type of altercation between the defendant and Mrs. Akers occurred. He placed her body in a pantry, took her car, and went to the home of 2 friends of Akers and confronted them. According to investigators, he swung an axe or hammer at the couple, but he was not charged for that. Brunswick and Glenn County Police were searching for Tokamasa and found him with a stolen car and took him into custody. District Attorney Jackie Johnson says they simply don't know why the defendant killed Akers, and he's not given any reason. Akers was simply a friend of the couple that Tokamasa knew. Once again, the plea taken Monday in Glenn County Superior Court sets once again life in prison with the possibility of parole. Chamber of Commerce getting ready for their annual event in January, the Eggs and Issues Breakfast, set for Coastal Pines Technical College. The date, January 6th, the time, 7:30 to 9 a.m. Cost for members, $25, non-members, $35. Everyone's invited. This is a great way to hear from our local legislators before they head to Atlanta for the upcoming legislative session. Chamber asks that you RSVP by noon Wednesday, January 4th, before the event. Again, it's set for Friday, January 6th at Coastal Pines Technical College. If you need more information and like to purchase a ticket, simply call the Chamber at 427-2028. Fairhaven's annual fundraising event, Starry Night, is going to take place in February 18th at the Unity Church of God at 7 p.m. But tickets are already on sale for the event. VIP tickets are $65, general admission $20. Tickets will be sold at the door with limited availability. Tickets sold at the door to grade school students with valid student ID will be $10. General admission at the door will be $30. And you purchase your tickets from the Chamber as well. The number is 427-2028. Again, that's Fairhaven's annual fundraising benefit, Starry Night, the red carpet benefit event featuring Wayne County's own Grammy and Dove Award recipient Tasha Cobbs. The purpose of the event is to promote awareness of the local Fairhaven domestic violence shelter. Again, the date, February 18th, 7 p.m., the location, Unity Church of God. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan said, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO. It's time for holiday savings at the Very Merry Santa Sale at your local Sears Hometown